Hey guys, it's Chef Jason for the Colorado Beef Council. Very excited for today's recipe because we are doing one of my absolute favorites. When I was a young chef, I was fortunate to work in a restaurant that the chef made flanken style short ribs all the time. And it was great because, we'd accidentally make a few extra so we could enjoy them ourselves. And today we're bringing you one of the fantastic recipes from beefitswhatsfordinner.com. And I'll tell you, these Korean style beef short ribs, pickled vegetables, all these amazing ingredients. We're gonna fire them up on the grill today. Great, easy, fantastic recipe that is sure to be a family pleaser. So let's walk in here real tight. We'll show you all the ingredients. We'll get the grill fired up, get all this stuff rocking and rolling. Thanks for hanging out with us today. All right, today's ingredients are super easy, and the fun part is, look at this. We're gonna use some pickled vegetables, and I went with a little bit of convenience today, right? Because we know you have busy, active lifestyles. I was able to grab some broccoli slaw, some shaved vegetables, and cabbage already in the produce department. But star of the show, look at that. Those flanken-style short ribs. Now, you can normally get these about a 1/4 inch. I was able to find some that were a 1/2 inch thick, and look at the beautiful marbling on that. Now, ingredients. We've got some low sodium soy sauce, some rice vinegar, apple cider, brown sugar to give it that beautiful molassesy sweetness, garlic, ginger, and for some heat, we've got those crushed red chili flakes. This is all gonna come together, make a beautiful marinade, but you guys, the best part is we're gonna repurpose the marinade, bring it to a boil, cook it, and then this is going to become the sauce that we're gonna use to baste them, to glaze them, and to devour them. So, let's get the marinade started, and then we will get the cabbage going, get that all pickled. 2 hours, we're gonna let all this sit before it hits the grill. First step is gonna be to make that marinade. Now, this marinade is designed to do about 2 to 3 pounds of short ribs. So I actually doubled the marinade recipe because I've got about 4 pounds. So I wanted to make sure I had enough. So we'll add our soy sauce, we will add our rice vinegar, add our apple cider. We'll spill a little apple cider. We'll go ahead and add that brown sugar as well. Get that all set. Now I'll add those chili flakes, get those guys in there, and then we will get the ginger out like that. And I'm just using crushed ginger and crushed garlic. That's gonna come out absolutely fantastic and make quite the delicious little treat. Go ahead and mix this up. I like to stir this until we get the brown sugar dissolved, right? I wanna make sure we have a good part. And then I've got those green onions in there. That is gonna be giving it a little bit oniony finish to it, like that. Now, what we will do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just agitate that a little bit, keep some of that sugar. We're gonna pour this over the top like so. I'll go back in here, make sure I get all that goodness. Then what I'm gonna do is come back here in just a minute. We'll go ahead and get these guys all flipped and rotated and marinated and set to go. Then 2 hours, we're gonna let them go. So I'll get these guys all set and ready to go. We'll come back, we'll show you how we marinate the slaw. As you can see, we've got the ribs all set and ready to go. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and marinate the cabbage, get those vegetables all set. So we'll add our vinegar, we'll go ahead and add that brown sugar, add a little bit of chili flakes, and then I'm gonna use some salt, whether seasoned salt. I've got a fun little salt that mixes in. Now that we've added all the seasoning to our vegetables, we're gonna go ahead and just lightly toss this. And I don't worry about putting it in a Ziploc bag, or I don't worry about if there's enough moisture, because the best part of this is that ingredients that we added are really gonna help pull some of the moisture out of this. So we'll come out of this with some pretty fantastic pickled vegetables. Okay, the grill is preheated and we are set. Now, one of the things I'm going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and add my sauce pot in there real quick, because that's gonna take the marinade when we're done. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and lay these guys on there. Hear that sizzle? Nice and hot, right? That's the beauty of this. Now, the recipe says to brush the grill grates with a little bit of oil. I don't think we need it because, as you can see, these short ribs are pretty well marbled. So go ahead and just get them on there. And this is after 2 hours. We let them sit for about 2 hours in the marinade to do their thing. And again, like I said, hot, hot, hot. We're now gonna cook these guys about 4 to 7 minutes aside, depending on your desired level of doneness. The recipe says 3 to 5 minutes aside. Remember, that is for those 1/4 inch thick. We went a little bit thicker today, so we'll just be on the lookout. Make sure we get those guys cooked off more than we need, right? Now, what we'll do is, watch this. We'll go ahead and pour that in there. We're gonna slowly let this reduce now. The beauty of this is we're gonna bring it to a boil, but guess what? It's going to take care of any of the beef juices that were in there, and now I am able to use 100% of that meal. All right, we are about 7 minutes in. Let's give these guys a flip. Look at those beauties. So like I said, we didn't season the grill, right? We didn't oil it because we had enough marbling in those short ribs to take care of it, and that is what we're looking for. So again, it really is dependent upon your desired doneness level, how long you'll let these guys cook. I like to sear them hot and fast to get just a beautiful heat on there, caramelize some of that brown sugar. Oh, look at those things. Now, we'll go ahead and get this last guy flipped here, get it back in its little corner. We'll keep an eye on that sauce. We'll let these guys go now. Like I said, probably another 7 minutes on this side, and then we should be ready to take them off, let that sauce finish up, serve these guys, and devour. I tell you what, this is the moment that I love the most. This is where we get to do that quality control. So you can see we went ahead and plated these guys up, put them on top of those pickled vegetables, so some of that short rib juice can just filter down through there and make an even better pickled vegetable. So if you're looking for today's recipe, be sure to head over to cobeef.com. That's cobeef.com, Colorado Beef Council's website. They're gonna have a tab up top called Cooking. You'll be able to click on that, get into today's recipe and more. You'll find a lot of cool content there to get you all dialed in and set and ready to go. Now, I'm salivating, right? Because it smells so good. We reduced the sauce down a little bit, use that as our dipping sauce, and oh man, that's so good. I'll be right here eating for the rest of the day.